to me. Takes about 2 minutes.
Cardinal Sports Network brings you this special presentation. Event coverage starts now.
Josh Stamps.
Stamps is averaging 12.3 points and has hit a team-high 45 three-pointers on the season.
6'7" sophomore from Houston, Texas, number 3, Leon Gilmore.
LG3 is averaging 11.3 points and 7.3 rebounds.
A 6'7" sophomore from Houston, Texas, number 5, J.C. Washington.
Washington is averaging 9.6 points and 5.9 rebounds.
A 6'1" freshman from Chicago, Illinois, number 11, Hiram Edwards.
The electrifying freshman is averaging 12.5 points, 5.2 assists, and has hit 13
three-pointers.
three-pointers.
From Shreveport, Louisiana, number
Josh
23,
Frog Robinson is
Josh
averaging 10.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and he has hit 35 three-pointers. The Cardinals were coached by Chris Ballman in his fourth year. He is 96 and 25 at the college, 266 and 145 over. Before we get started, wanted to update everybody. Coach Leon Spencer is recovering from triple bypass surgery on Monday at East Texas Medical Center in Tyler, doing quite well as the last report I had. We wish Coach Spencer the best, and we look forward to having him back here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. And for tonight's play-by-play, I turn it over to my buddy Tim Howard.
Thank you so much, Benny. It is an electric gym here at on the Cardinal campus. Of course, in the circle is going to be Washington jumping for the Cards. He'll be facing off against number 11, Thomas. Going up, nice job to get that ball from Stamps on the control of the tip. So Cardinals will work it, trying to get it into LG3. They'll go back up top to Stamps. It's a good, strong move, but a little too far under the glass.
Cardinals wearing their gray tonight. TJC, of course, decked out in the black and gold.
Going left side, shot on the way. Score the basket for Hiram Edwards. Edwards' first bucket of the night.
Cardinals will be looking, of course, to get off to a very fast start. I believe that's going to be a turnover.
And they do force the turnover with that pressure. Good job there. Cardinals trying to get out to that quick start and get this crowd into the game. Give them plenty to cheer about. As if they didn't have enough to cheer about in the slam dunk contest and warm-ups.
Stamps misses a three-pointer.
Bringing it down the floor, it's going to be Shepard taking the pass and the drive. That one got away from him off the hand and off the side.
He laid that off the side of the backboard. Or not backboard, the glass. Backboard, I'm showing my age there.
As if I did it last game when I talked about writing on the blackboard. So 2-0 the lead here. Trinity Valley trying to work it down low to J.C. Washington. Back door, they go to Washington. Power move, and there's a dunk missed inside. LG would love to have another look at that.
Yeah, LG3 did a great job of creating space and taking the pass, but just couldn't finish the dunk.
So first couple of moments of this ball game, Trinity Valley leading by only a bucket.
And Josh Robinson is going to be called for the foul. Be his first and the team first. Of course, Josh played 2 years ago on the team that went to the national tournament. Last year sat out and didn't play, and now has returned this year for his sophomore season.
He is one of those spirited leaders of this team. Shot on the way, won't go. I think LG3 pulled that one down with a little more force. Still frustrated about that jam he missed. Shot on the way is money time. 23 there, Josh Robinson.
That's Josh's 36th three-pointer on the season.
Yeah, Josh shooting 31% from behind the arc. There's a foul.
Edwards.
On Edwards. Hiron gets called for that one. Trinity Valley out to this 5-0 lead. Coming off of that win against Kilgore on the road last Saturday.
Cardinals have won 14 straight coming into this one.
14 in a row, that's impressive. 19-1 on the season, 10-0 in conference play. Extending that defense out, hand in the face. There's a three on the way. Cleared out by LG3. He'll push the pace out to Edwards. All the way to the glass, hanging, score! The basket from Hiron Edwards.
He's a special player and going to be a great one, I think, just a freshman.
Yeah, you love to see that fact, but on the other end, he slipped through the defense and get the easy layup. So they look to the sideline, get the play called from Coach Bucket. 16:50 here in the first half of play. Works him down low, doesn't get the shot to fall though.
There's two now that LG3 would like to have back, I'm sure, the dunk and then that layup.
Yeah, those things have a tendency to get in your head if you can't flush them out early, so hopefully he'll forget about that. Nice touch from the big fella, number 11 for the Apaches. That's a good touch.
TJ Thomas with the bucket for the Apaches, averaging 7.8 points a game.
Thomas, 6'8", out of Atlanta, Georgia. Thought about a three. They'll get it back over Frock for three. His rims out. Robinson's looked like he was about to knock down his second here in the first half.
That was an NBA range three there. Of course, the Cardinals jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and now the Apaches are trying to get even closer, 7-4 currently.
Got him up in the air. Got him in the air there.
There's got to be some kind of violation.
For a second there, looked like he was going to do one of those soccer headbutt passes, but then pounds it with a fist. So the inbound brought up the floor by Edwards. First few moments of this first half of play. Nice strong move. Doesn't get it originally, but follows it, taps it back for the bucket.
Nice job of Ryan Preston of staying with the shot.
And Preston gets his first two of the night.
Preston's a 6'7" freshman out of Brooklyn, New York, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds a game.
Nice entry-level pass and an easy bucket for the Apaches.
Eden Ewing with the shot from down low.
Brandon Holly is about to check into the ball game for the Cardinals at the next stoppage of play.
He averages 8.8 points a game.
Shot no good, and the putback just off the mark.
Mike Marcus has to feel pretty good right now about where his squad is because the Cardinals have not jumped out here. They jumped off to a 7-0 lead, but they haven't sustained that momentum.
So with a three-point advantage, that drive, start saying it would pull them within one, but does not go the Apaches' way. Driving to the basket. There is two shots coming here for number 5, J.C. Washington.
Mike Marcus is saying we saw the same thing on the other end and it was called a different way. Stamps
comes over, gets a little coached up there from Coach Chris Ballman. So with 14.5 to go in this first half, free throw is off the mark there. JC only shooting 57% on the year for free throws, so hopefully he can turn the corner on that here.
There's a foul on the back by Ryan Preston.
Yeah, Preston climbed the back of him.
You mentioned that Brandon Holly had checked into the game, number 4 for the Cardinals, a 6'2" freshman out of Richmond, Virginia. He's got 43 three-pointers on the year, so he's an instant offense type of guy, so I'm sure that's why Bucket Ballman has got him into the contest this early.
I was going to say, boy, you get a guy with that kind of firepower, load the gun, but see if we can't utilize that instant offense.
Cardinals have had some opportunities inside. They just did not have capitalized on them, or this lead could be obviously a little bit bigger.
Very patient with the ball this time. Apache's methodical, try to go inside. Helps when the player's looking for the ball. Tough foul there. Popping back up, headed to the free throw line. It's going to be Edwards.
6'1" freshman out of East Chicago, Indiana.
See if Hiron can knock down a couple. He's hit 91% at the line. Media timeout here, so we'll come back with more after this. Cardinals leading by 3 on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Attend one of the highest-rated 2-year colleges in America and receive a quality, affordable education. Visit tvcc.edu for more information.
And welcome back to Trinity Valley. Cardinals trying to add to a 3-point lead. It's 9-6 at the free throw line. The first one is good. And we mentioned going into the break there that Hiron Edwards hitting 92% at the line on the year. You'll take that.
You'll take that. I mean, they're not a coach in America. They won't take 92. They won't talk about the other 8%, but they have.
Right. Hits that one now into the ball game. After that, it's going to be Stephen Edwards.
Of course, Hiron Edwards is wearing number 11, and we saw a pretty special number 11 leave here after 2 years in Dedrick Basil the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's a big number to fill, isn't it?
It sure is.
Cardinals 5-point advantage here, trying to work it down low.
Shamik Shepard is now into the game, number 12 for the Cardinals.
Wow.
Holly for 3.
Right on the money. Talked about the 40-plus that he has. Will add to that total with that one.
Now just suddenly the Cardinals have opened up an 8-point lead.
Nice pass down low. And
Aiden Ewing's a pretty good ball player down low on the block down there when they get him the ball like that. He does a great job of creating space and getting open. Very impressed with him.
Tough to defend, absolutely. Chance to finish it here. 14-6 now, and the foul called on number 12.
This
Shepard.
This TJC team has 9 freshmen on it.
So they've got a lot of youth out there. 5-point lead for Trinity Valley. They bring it up the floor with Edwards. Working it across to Shepard. Long three-pointer, it's good. Count the basket there for Stephen Edwards.
Cardinals now have 3 three-pointers in the contest.
He's hitting 27% from three-point land. That'll improve that average.
The Cardinals can fill it up in 3-point range. They really can. I mean, they score in spurts. They just have to have just enough defense on the block down there. Nice block by Preston.
Yeah, coming over the top. There was Ryan Preston, got the slap away there. And there is, said that we stepped on the sideline there. Coach Ballman is pleading his case there.
He's not going to win it, but he's pleading it, but he's not going to win it.
Good camera work there. Got to see it firsthand. 8-point lead for Cardinals here at home tonight. Trinity Valley with a great crowd here from both sides. Ball off the leg and out of bounds.
After all of that, Chris finally got the ball back, didn't he?
He wins it in the end. 12:26 left in the first half of play. Barking out the signal, it's Edwards coming up the floor. Like they were going to set up right side, they quickly swing it left. Now coming jump stop. LG 3 thought about it, but sets it back up. This crossover kick-out pass from the corner on the way. Won't go.
LG3 goes up the rebound and he gets hammered from behind by Andre Brooks, so it'd be the Cardinals' ball underneath.
I was thinking he looked like he was going to try and jam that home.
Well, LG's saying he was shooting. He's trying to get 2 free throws, and the officials are going to agree with him.
I was going to say, it looked like he's about to do a monster.
LG won his argument. He's got to tell Bucket what he did, what he said. Of course, Mike Marquis is not buying it.
Yeah, he's like, what is he selling?
Mike is one of my favorite coaches in the league. He's just become a good friend, and I enjoy every time our paths cross.
He is definitely one of the faves in this conference. A lot of high remarks for him. Free throw on its way and through the cylinder. So first point of the night for Leon Gilmore, the number 3.
I think behind Roy Champagne, Mike Marquis is the coach with the second longest tenure in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's a nice pass to get it down the floor, but they don't get the basket. Miss on the putback. Finally putting it through, number 33. Simmons out of Harlem, New York. Cut into that deficit. Only a 7-point advantage for the Cardinals here.
You can tell that Tyler respects the Cardinals' the three-point shooting ability because they're really bringing that defense out on the perimeter as Frog still puts one up.
Really extending that D, and it made a big impact that time.
Brooks with the rebound.
We're about to see Stamps into this ball game, I think.
Along with Edwards, Hiron Edwards coming back. Chris has got to get some more firepower out there. That's not his most offensive team out there on the floor right now, quite honestly.
Bought him a little bit of R&R on that sideline. Might have got away with a skip of a step. Here is an offensive rebound. The putback won't go. The rebound is taken by the Cardinals. Josh gets it out quickly to Edwards. Thought about the drive and then just pulls up from that left post.
Yeah, Chris Ballman won't be too happy with that offensive possession right there. The ball kind of just died.
Yeah, a little short on the shot. Here's a three-pointer from way back. The putback on the way and drawing the foul.
Yeah, they're going to call against the Cardinals. I thought they might get Brooks over the back, but they're not going to do it. It's going to be a two-shot foul.
I was about to agree with you on that, and then I saw immediately LG was pleading his case, and I thought, well, they are going to call that on him. But you're right, I thought originally it was going to be an over the back.
They called the foul on 34 Gray. There's no 34 Gray on the floor. Now,
number 3, okay, yeah.
They got bailed out by the digit 3 being on the floor. LG3 was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You know, like how when one of those shots is really an assist is really a shot. On this one, there's the referee's bail out is, I was saying foul is on number 3 for pushing or something.
Isaac Allen, number 21, is checked into the game for the first time for the Cardinals tonight. A 6'10 freshman out of Mesa, Arizona. And don't start asking me about my Arizona geography.
Is that the Valley of the Sun? Just kidding. Here we go, 18-12 after that one's good. 10 minutes plus to go in this first half of play. Only a 6-point lead. Cardinals, as you said, trying to get that firepower back on the floor and light things up. Holly will move all the way down to the right corner. Pass to Allen up top. Isaac had it stripped away. Trailing the play. Not able to. That's an anticipation foul there. Nobody was.
Foul's going to go against LG3, and Chris Ballman is not happy about that one. And the official gave him a little stare down before he made the call. I don't think he thought Chris was acting just right on there, but Chris is making his case.
It almost looked like one of those, where it looks like it's going to be a foul, but I don't.
And much like the TJC women in the previous game tonight, TJC's kind of struggling a little bit from the free throw line just now.
Yeah, it's making it a very entertaining
Bucket's a little testy tonight.
He's getting his point across, making sure they understood that. Just in case you didn't think I was excited about the call, I'm not. So he drew a little play-by-play map. Holly almost got trapped in the air. They'll set it up over on the left side.
Yeah, the Cardinals need to get a good look here. They need a good possession. They're just just a little unnerving right now with their offensive attack.
That was probably not what they were drawing up in the huddle.
Stamps is your best three-point shooter, but that there was a little forced, I thought.
Yeah, they still had some time on that clock, about 7 seconds on the shot clock. Could have got another.
The longer you let TJC hang around, the longer they will hang around.
Yeah, don't even think they wouldn't love the opportunity to knock off number one.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, this is that storied rivalry, and they're not having the kind of success they are accustomed to having.
Well, it's like we mentioned earlier, they're trying to make the regional tournament.
Sure.
I mean, whoever they have to beat, they're going to try to beat. And
absolutely.
If it's the number one team in the nation, that's even sweeter for you.
Yeah, and that could be the thing that catapults them. Don't think that they haven't been reminded. You know what? Last year we went into that regional tournament. We knocked off Trinity Valley. We got hot and made a run. Left a lot of people thinking about TJC at the Nationals. 9:01 to go. Inbound is tapped away. It's finally going to be picked up about 90 feet away from the basket.
Nice job by Josh Stamps. Stephen Edwards.
Under 9 to go in the half.
Well, Tyler sure is attacking from point-blank range as well.
Yeah, they're showing athleticism to get up there, but not finishing it. Leaving points on the table. There's a three-pointer from the corner. Won't go. Rebound.
Cardinals have grown cold from three-point range after hitting 3 early in the game.
Ronnie Stacy setting it up. A lot of patience. Now Stacy with the drive.
Nice block.
Swatted away. Here come the Cards driving. Reverse left-handed layup.
Ryan Preston with that block, Tim.
Wow. That's a statement, too. He swatted it about half court.
He kept it in play. That's the main thing about a block. Most blocks go out of bounds.
That's a great advantage there. It's a 4-point swing when you stop and think about it.
Going to be a charge all the way.
So another offensive or a defensive gem for the Cardinals.
J.C. Washington drawing the charge.
Those are big momentum shifts. You know, you think about here's a guy going to the basket. If you get that layup on the other end, what for all intents and purposes is a scoop and score. The other end, 4-point swing, and now a charge that's drawn. Rebound, a lot of contact out here. They were letting the ladies play. They're letting the fellas play tonight as well.
Hiron Edwards almost came up with a piece of the ball there and get maybe a steal.
Trinity Valley packing it in down low. Now they get it into him. Nice touch.
That young man's pretty good on the block now, Eden Ewing. Mike Marcus has a good one in him, I'm telling you.
Ewing making it count there with soft hands.
He looks real comfortable down there with his back to the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Down to a 5-point lead for the Cardinals.
It'll be a hand check.
They're going to get called for the hand check.
This is going to be the 5th team foul on the Apaches. Cardinals have 6, so TJC will be shooting the 1-and-1 on the next Cardinal foul. Just under 7 minutes to go in the contest, in the first half.
You stop and think about it here. A couple of moments. We got a timeout on the floor here with Cardinals leading 20-15 on the Cardinal Sports Network. We'll take a timeout and be back with more after this.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. One of the highest rated 2-year colleges in America by the Aspen Institute and Smart Asset, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Register now for spring or visit tvcc.edu for more information.
out of loving you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
I'm 100 years old, and I want to tell.
And welcome back as we're moments away from the start of this one. 5-point advantage for the Cardinals. What's Coach Bowman drawing up over there in that huddle, Benny?
I imagine he's drawing up a lot more defense than he's seen so far, and I will think that one thing about it, I mean, defensively it hasn't been that bad, but I know offensively they just kind of been out of sync a little bit. I know he's experimented with some different combinations and everything, but I thought they've had enough possessions that they didn't really get good looks.
At a good opportunity there and just cannot hit from down low. So the Apaches will clear it and bring it down the floor. Stacy back over the right side. Now they swing it quickly. Cardinals having to work extremely hard defensively back covering the perimeter. Now Stacy with a drive. Nice drive and a blocking foul. It's going to be a 3-point opportunity for number 12, Ronnie Stacy.
I believe they're calling the charge, Tim. Well, they're calling the block. I'm sorry. You're right. TJ, yeah, you're right.
Ronnie, boy, I remember him from last year. He does have a quick step, doesn't he? Got to that hole and made the most of it. Cuts it to 3, but cannot dot the I with the extra point or the free throw.
Yeah, those free throws are going to add up too in what could potentially be a close game down all the way. Or in this case, they're not going to add up.
Trinity Valley trying to get some of that momentum back.
Just like the Cardinals haven't had any space to shoot in since that initial surge that we saw. Everything else has been closely contested and in tight quarters.
It was a great adjustment, I think, that the Apaches have made. They saw it. They're just extending if you've got 5 guys that every one of them will commit to another 6 inches to 12 inches of defensive reach, it really makes it get clogged up down in the paint, doesn't it?
It really does, and you can see that Chris is really trying to find the right combination out on the floor right now against this TJC defense.
Making it tough on the inbound, but finally patience pays off, and it'll be an easy bucket for Josh Stamps. The C's parted, and he's left with a jump shot off the glass, 22-17.
That's his first points of the game.
Under 6 to go here in this first half of play.
And he's averaging 12.3.
Yeah, so they've done a good job keeping him at bay. Long 3 from the right side is pulled down. Here come the Cardinals. Lost control of the ball.
Yeah, Hiram did a poor job that time of realizing where he was on the floor and where all the traffic was. Now we got a technical foul.
How is that a tech on Hiram? He says, I just got hit in the face. I saw it happen, and they wait until afterwards. Hiram is got a bark here.
I think it's a double technical foul, isn't it?
It is. It's a double technical. But Hiram is saying, there's no way I should be getting anything. Wow. They got tangled up going for the ball, and in the process that arm got caught. He threw it back. But, obviously there's 2 sides to every story, but Hiram thinks, I got one in the eye right there.
Well, the thing about that is that's also, as of a few years ago, that's also a personal foul.
Yeah, so that will be one to really keep an eye on. The effects of that can be far-reaching. 5-point advantage. Apaches trying to cut in here. Baseline drive. Nice defense, but going to draw the foul. Hung there, and eventually the defender found him.
Yeah, TJC's just attacking, and the Cardinals are just hacking and hacking and hacking.
It's a good point here. It's a different ball game, and Allen's about to check in for Trinity Valley. See if he can't shore things up down low.
You've got LG3 on the floor with 2, and you got Ryan Preston on the floor. Well, not out on the floor now. He's going to the bench with 2 fouls. So you want to save those guys with for 3 fouls probably in the second half. We're just under 5 minutes to go in the second half, and TJC is hanging around at 22-19.
I don't like the vibe that's happening right now. Trinity Valley's just kind of been lulled into that. Not that they don't recognize it themselves. I mean, I'm stating the obvious. I don't think anyone over there on that Cardinal bench is enthused, but here's a pass down. Finished by number 21, Isaac Allen.
Yeah, he did a great job in tight quarters there, getting off the shot and scoring the bucket.
Allen, big young man there, battling down low in the paint. See if he can finish it at the free throw line here.
At the 10-minute mark, the Cardinals had an 18-12 lead, so that kind of shows you where the scoring has gone and since that 10-minute mark.
Free throw is short. Saved.
LG3.
What a play. Yeah, never underestimate the heart of a finisher. And the shot just will not fall that time from Edwards.
Every chance the Cardinals have had to seize momentum, they just have not been able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and it's keeping Tyler in this game, and it's keeping the crowd kind of on their hands a little bit, sitting on their hands. They just can't really explode.
Yeah, the Cardinals need to give the crowd something to go to work with here.
Shot blocked by number 21, Isaac Allen. Now they're going to make him pay with a three-point opportunity. Count the basket, and the free throw coming here for Stephen Edwards.
That's just what we talked about. Now here, just the different decibel level in here now of the crowd, but first with the defensive play and then with the finish.
That was a nice explosive block on one end, and then they make him pay on the other. Chance to finish it here. Still 4:01 to go in this first half, but yeah, that ought to lift the spirits of that team a little bit and go, man, this place wants to be thunderous. Let's give them something to go crazy about. Free throw is good.
Edwards now has 6 points. Hiram Edwards has 8. They lead the Cardinals. Definitely a foul that time on Brandon Holly. A lot of contact.
Yeah, Holly trying to get back, did not get there in time.
It's just so exciting to see this crowd in here. Yes, I know it's Tyler here, but I also know that the Cardinal fans recognize that both teams are ranked number 1, and you want to be a part of that, and you want to support that. And it's just such a good feeling to sit here tonight and see this crowd in near capacity for the bleachers that they had pulled out. Yes, I realize they don't have the end bleachers pulled out, but this is a nice crowd, and thanks to everyone for coming out and supporting the Cardinals and Lady Cardinals tonight and seeing the top teams in the nation play.
And as we're sitting here talking about that, it's you know, we talked a little bit about it before we got into the broadcast tonight, that there are so many opportunities to see guys, you know, grab yourself a program. Every time you come out, hold on to that thing. Look at it 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. You'll be amazed at the amount of players, whether at TVCC or playing against the Cardinals. This is a jam-packed conference full of talent.
It absolutely is, and of course in the case of both the Cardinals and TJC, it's both young teams too, so these kids that you're seeing play tonight, you have the chance to see again probably play next year because they're freshman-laden teams, both teams are.
Missed that first free throw. Second one is good. You caught me giggling on the air when Jeopardy music came on. I love the dynamic.
I thought you were fixing to pick a category.
Please answer in the form of a question, Alex. 7-point lead for Trinity Valley, trying to close out this first half of play. Spin move. Josh, I think, was expecting contact there, but it never came. Good defense.
Boy, Josh got bailed out, too, because he committed, didn't have a shot, and the ball went out of bounds off of TJC. So there will be 9 seconds on the shot clock, so the Cardinals can't lose sight of that fact.
Here's a pass.
Now we're going to have an offensive foul.
It's going to be on number 21, Isaac Allen. Allen will pick up.
See, that takes away a possession when you were trying to go up by 9 points. You were trying to extend that lead, and now Tyler here, they turn around, have a chance to get within 5 or 4. Exactly.
Those are those make or break moments, and they're going to get a hold of one here because it was.
And credit LG3 because the ball went off LG3, but the Tyler player wasn't expecting it, so it goes off the Tyler player, and that's a turnover. Now you got to capitalize here. This is what I'm talking about. You got to build a 7-point lead into 9 or 10 and then work on it from that point.
Everybody pulling that rope in the same direction here to finish this half out with 3:05 to go. Drive, jump stop, kick out for 3, won't go. And
a diving rebound. You don't see many diving rebounds.
Looked like a shortstop for the Rangers on that play. Or I should have said Coach Johnston's Lady Cardinals.
You missed the opportunity.
Missed an opportunity. I'll be doing hills with Coach Smiley after this. Here's a pass around the right side. Boy, that's a nice drive.
Runner. Nice runner.
Good left hand taken by number 5 for the Apaches.
5-point Cardinal lead with 2:26 and counting to go in the first half. Low-scoring game.
Henson with that finish. Here's 2:20 and counting. Trying to set up the screen. Spin and out of bounds off of the Apaches.
In some ways, the Cardinals are just a little out of control at times offensively. They're trying to create, which you got to give them credit for, but you got to have some control to you. But I know it's something that they will get figured out and get straightened up at halftime. A nice job there.
Oh, good look. They will draw the foul, but he's going to have to earn them at the free throw line here. J.C. Washington is headed there. Washington going to the stripe, average only at 57%. So that's a smart foul there. He was going to have a dunk. Free throw is good.
Washington's first point of the game.
JC comes in here averaging right at 9 a game. And like you mentioned, just his first point of the evening. That rims out. It's a 6-point advantage, Trinity Valley.
Tyler will feel real good if they get out of this first half in just a single-digit type deficit, considering what it could have potentially have been. Going to have a hand check a long way from the drive.
That one's going to be against Stephen Edwards.
Double bonus the rest of the way for both teams.
That's a great basketball IQ by number 3, Jaquan McCauley, because I think Stephen Edwards, his ankle buckled just a little bit, and he's in the process of testing that. And McCauley head fake and goes right around him.
And he misses both free throws.
Missed them both. Put Edwards, though, in a tough spot where he had to foul. But, boy, talk about frustrating it. That door does swing both ways, doesn't it? Sometimes it's one of those nights. There's a long 3 from Holly. Won't go. And knocked out of bounds.
Cardinals caught a break there because he was the only person who could rebound that ball anywhere near it, and he goes out of bounds off of him. So
ricocheted out of bounds. Cards will take it, though.
The Cardinals, as we mentioned, Tim, shoot 34.4% from three-point range, and they have some hot streaks, and they're not in one now, and you kind of sense that they're trying to force one.
Yeah, let it come naturally, though. Here's a rebound on the putback shot is good. Count the basket for J.C. Washington. Well, that's a big moment there. Gets you back up to 8.
You want to come out and get a stop here now, maybe turn this into a double-digit lead. You want a good defensive stand, which they didn't have then.
No, I got it too close to that basket. It's not a good result for the Cards that time. Cardinals setting it up down low, backing him down. Strong move.
Very strong move.
Washington with the basket.
Starting to come alive now, JC is down low.
Got 5 points in the game.
Need a good defensive stand right here. Sit.
On 3, and that's rebounded. Here they go with numbers. 4 on 2. Pass off, the shot on the way, won't go. The putback is no good, and the rebound by the Apaches. They'll probably set it up here for close to the last shot of this half. They can't run it all the way out, but they have about a 5-second differential.
J.C. Washington almost got a tip-in down there after the miss off the putback was missed. Didn't get it to fall, however, and now then TJC is trying to whittle this lead to 6, possibly 5 here in the closing seconds.
3 on the clock, gonna have to hurry. They're not gonna get it away. And that
Was
is
a great job of defense there by the Cardinals.
shot clock violation and fired up defense there as they make them work extremely hard.
That's just huge there. Even if the Cardinals don't get a shot off here or get any points here, that's huge because now you're going to be taking an 8-point lead at the worst into the halftime locker room. If you can come down and nail a shot, even better.
They will pick it up. Holly, long three. Count the basket from Brandon Holly. So it's an 11-point lead. The best way you can end that half probably right there. Great defense and then a long three bomb to finish off the half.
That's just adding insult to injury. First of all, you're Tyler. You go in and have a shot clock violation. Then the Cardinals come down and compound the problem on your part by putting up a long-range three-pointer from probably about 27 feet. So anyway, we are at halftime. The Cardinals lead by a count of 35-24, trying to protect the #1 ranking in the nation. We are going to step away for a moment, and we will rejoin you in a few minutes with the second half of Region 14 Conference basketball from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We are at halftime of the men's game, the Region 14 Conference game between the #1 ranked Trinity Valley Community College Cardinals and the Tyler Junior College Apaches. The Cardinals with a fast finish there on a long range three-pointer at the buzzer are up 35-24 over TJC here at halftime.
How big is that finish there?
Oh,
it's
huge because Tyler goes down and has a shot clock violation. The Cardinals come down and just have 5.2 seconds and get about a 27-foot three-pointer at the buzzer. I mean, that's just huge momentum-wise.
Makes all the difference in the world going in that locker room because of that 5-point swing. It's really crazy.
It just really does. It is crazy. At the halfway point of the first half, it was 18-12 Cardinals. So the Cardinals outscored Tyler in the final 10 minutes by a 17-12 count, if my math is correct, and it's not always correct. We do have some final scores on the women's side to pass along to you tonight. Earlier here on the Cardinal Sports Network, hopefully you saw the Lady Cardinals protect their #1 national ranking, winning 86-62 over Tyler. Other finals were Angelina 93, Jacksonville 70, and Paris beat Kilgore 78-58. The other game we don't have a score from yet was Blinn at Panola, and hopefully we'll get that to you before we sign off tonight. TJC is making its way back onto the court. We're about just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Taking a look at the Cardinals scoring in the first half, Josh Stamps had 2, Stephen Edwards 6, Leon Gilmore the third 1, Brandon Holly 6, J.C. Washington 5, Ryan Preston 2, Hiron Edwards 8, Isaac Allen 2, and Josh Robinson with 3. The Cardinals had 4 three-pointers in the first half with Brandon Holly, who had the last second shot in the first half to make it 35-24 with 2, and Josh Robinson and Stephen Edwards with 1 each. Tim, if you're looking at what maybe Tyler's thinking they need to do here in the second half, what's on your mind?
Obviously, they continue to pound the boards, get to the free throw line, capitalize at that free throw line. I think that's probably the biggest difference, besides a couple of meltdowns with a couple of free throws or shot clock violation, turnovers, those kind of things, the little things. And I think Coach Chris Bowman has took about just as long as he could of that halftime to talk to his team and say, guys, we have let them stay around way too close. Let's come out on fire here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I would think he would have probably told his kids he wants to win the first 10 minutes of the second half, and then they could be in pretty good shape at that point. My late friend and former Lady Cardinal coach, Kurt Butke, his motto always was to his team at every coaching stop he made was win the next 5 minutes. Let's play each game 5 minutes at a time, but win those 5 minutes. If you win the next 5 minutes, you'll win the game. And, of course, Kurt's record speaks for itself.
I was going to say, that worked out just pretty well for him.
You can see 4 national championship banners down there with his name on it.
Absolutely.
So it worked out pretty well for him.
Love the philosophy. Well, we're ready for the second half here. About a minute until we get that started. But the crowd, we talked about how they never really got it, but a few opportunities to get loud. They are going to have that opportunity here to start this second half. Hopefully they'll just get that chance to blow this thing open and get this crowd into it.
Well, you hope so. You hope the Cardinals can take care of business and set up that showdown over in Corsicana on Saturday against the Navarro College Bulldogs. Navarro was 8-0 in conference going into their game tonight at Bossier Parish. Of course, the Cardinals came in 9-0 in conference play, so it's just looking to set up the showdown.
And you mentioned it beforehand. You said, you know, we talk about trap games. It's easy for us to sit back here. I said, I don't think Coach Palmer will let them fall into that. But the truth is, it's one thing to say, it's another thing to accomplish it or stay away from it. So I think just naturally, you just kind of, I'm not saying they're overlooking, but their focus may be looking ahead just a little bit.
Maybe so, but I'm sure Chris
got
the focus back at halftime.
I think that's changed, I would hope.
And TJC will have the ball here to start the second half, Tim.
Here is the inbound. It's a 11-point advantage, 35-24 Cardinals leading. Stacy will try to work the right side. Robinson comes out and puts a little pressure. Here's a turnover. Driving, shooting, cannot finish it though.
Saw the Cardinals start the game that way too, missing a dunk off from LG3 to start the game. And here you have another point-blank shot missed.
Gilmore almost able to tap that one back in there, but could not hang it.
The great thing about that score would have been defensive generated.
That's right, defensive generator there. Shot one and done. Cardinals.
J.C. Washington is going to be called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, clearing him out there, so J.C. will draw that. His second foul of the ball game. Couple of missed opportunities early here in this second half of play from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Three-pointer on the way, not even close.
That's two now that he's missed, and Mike Markers, I think, has seen enough of that for right now.
Yeah, he's going to shift around some player personnel. Here's a nice pass down low. LG 3 for 2. Nicely done. Used the body perfectly there in the paint. The pass was lights out too.
Great hands that time by Josh Stamps of knocking that away because the TJC player had the inside position and had a shot at getting a bucket.
So in this first minute and 18 seconds, Cards trying to really tighten the bolts.
Well, Tyler's just decided to come out and fire away from three-point range. And they're
That's
going to
totally the opposite of what we saw earlier.
It is, but they're going to get a benefit here because Josh Stamps is going to be called for a foul, so it's going to be 3 free throw attempts by Quentin Henson.
So it's not okay to hit a guy on the elbow anymore?
Nah, they frown on that.
Okay, I was just double checking. Yeah, he mistimed that jump a little bit, got him right on the elbow. Shot on the way. Well,
they're going to get it out of it cheaply anyway.
That's a good break for the Cardinals.
2 of 3. Remember the old NBA days? You got 3 to make 2.
I was looking at that as a kid, so confused. I think I struggled through mathematics for a long time because of that rule. Trying to figure it all out. There's a good, strong move and the finish from J.C. Washington.
Nice little body roll.
Yeah, that's a great play there to get that swagger back for the Cards here, the #1 ranked team in America.
Oh, yeah. Josh Stamps grabbed his jersey. That was definitely a holding call there. They're going to call it before the shot. He just grabbed his back of his shirt.
Might mention, you don't have to make it that obvious for the officials. They really, that's the second one in a row. This one kind of just got away from him here.
And that's 2 on Josh, and he's going to go to the bench now.
Yeah, Josh Stamps, he's averaging 12.3 a game. Picked up the foul there. Nice rebound in traffic, the fight for the ball. That arrow will be facing
should be Trinity Valley ball.
Cardinal direction, so Trinity Valley with the ball. Yeah, as TJC got the ball to start this second half. So the Cardinals bringing it up the floor here.
Little motion offense there.
And drive it in a nice pass underneath. Finish the basket. Nicely done. And that pass is what sprung it.
You can just see the difference in the Cardinals' attack right now. They've just got so much more movement, more confidence in a block shot by J.C. Washington on the three-pointer.
Nice job there. Apache's going to pick it up, though, but Cardinals really bringing some heat defensively right now. Extending that defense all the way around the perimeter. Long three-pointer on the way. Lets the air out of the balloon somewhat there. A 20-second timeout.
Darrell Stewart with the three-pointer.
Yeah, Stewart, nice touch. And big fella up top there, knocked that one down.
30-second timeout.
So 30-second timeout here. Still a 12-point lead.
Finding success.
Cardinals really trying to finish this thing out, get rolling here as you're 19-1, 9-0 in conference play here in one of the toughest conferences in America, if not the toughest. How difficult is it to just keep rolling along? I mean, every night's a battle. There's no.
Well,
gimmies.
yeah, you just don't see it. I mean, you look at this this league year in and year out, and you just don't see anybody go. You know, you play 22 conference games. You don't see anybody go 21-1. I mean, you got to run the table. You just don't see it, and there's a reason for that. But the thing about it is, this league and region is so respected that you don't have to. You can drop a game or two as long as it's not a bad loss. I mean, you don't want to go losing to someone who's winless, let's say.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not a bad loss, you're going to actually get credit for coming through this league and maybe having lost a game or two.
That's like you pointed out, that's a big credit to the storied history of Region 14 Conference. 41-29, back to action here. Gilmore inbounding. And bringing it up the floor will be Edwards. See if they can work some Cardinal magic. Cardinals very methodical trying to set it up. They'd come out of this timeout. They'll have to pull the trigger for three. Why not? Josh Stamps is at the helm. Puts that one through. Big basket.
Was that Stamps or was that Edwards?
Sorry, Edwards, number one. Stephen Edwards knocked it through.
His second three-pointer on the game. He now has 9 points.
Excellent touch there. He's hitting 28% on the year from three. Another one on the other end.
I would just have a shootout now, why don't we?
You're right. They have not backed down from that three-point line here in the second half. With TJC continuing to attack there. Cardinals now going to answer. Thought for a second they were going to find a backdoor Ryan Preston, but they'll shoot from the three on the other side, leaving it short.
Came up short on that one, you're right.
Three-pointer on the other end.
That's just amazing change of strategy.
Yeah. It almost makes you think, was that an adjustment or were they not performing what they wanted to in the first half? LG3, his shot won't go.
I'm not sure LG3 wants to set up there and take too many of those. He's a great player, but I'm not sure that's where you want him.
I hear you. I'm just reading the body language of Coach Chris Ballman. I don't know that was what he drew up either.
Going to have a foul down low. I believe he's going to go probably against Ryan Preston.
I'll tell you what, going back to the pregame here. I know you don't come for pregame, but if you like to see the athleticism of these guys coming through here, the price of admission, well worth it just for the warm-ups, man. They're throwing them down from every angle on both sides of the floor.
No doubt they are. You're right about that.
Rebound, here come the Cardinals. Quickly to the basket.
My goodness, what acceleration he showed.
Nice block. That was taken by Stacy, Ronnie Stacy, but flying through. Almost looked like he was had wings on there. Just getting down the floor in a hurry. See if they can get Brandon Holly going again. From three-point land. Well, he got away with a push, or did he? They're going to whistle him. I think the foul's going to be on number 33. Indeed it is.
Well, the Cardinals got bailed out there, I think, because I'm not sure that was going to work out very well for them.
Tightening up the calls here down in the
Yeah, they really are. They're starting to
paint.
tweak the whistle a little bit.
So with 15:20 to go from Cardinal Country Airs, Holly fadeaway three. He's a great three-point artist, but now another one.
Every TJC player is going to have a foul on him on
this possession.
This possession.
With the 15:16 to go here, that is back-to-back-to-back fouls.
The only sad thing about this is it means we may see a lot of free throws shot before this one's over with.
That'll set things up down low. Here's the travel coming.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on number 12 for the Cardinals, Shamik Shepard. Shepard still had his hands out by the side as he walked past the scorer's table.
We saw a little bit of everything down there, mostly fouls.
Setting it up across the line out. Trying to push the pace a little bit. Get the ball underneath and the foul. This time it's going to be on, again, Shepard. He's got back-to-back fouls.
That's the way we saw TJC attack at the start of the game and early in the first half, and now that we see him go back to the big man, Eden Ewing, who we saw with some great moves down low. He did a great job of playing with his back to the goal there in the first half.
Well, when you start airing it out from well beyond the arch, you bring that defense out a little bit. That opens it up inside. And boy,
TJC is just struggling from the free throw line, though.
That's got to be a very, very frustrating situation. Sitting over there if you're wearing the black and gold, which, by the way, there's a pretty good amount of Tylerites making the trip over tonight.
Yeah, they really are. This side next to us is really packed with Tyler fans.
44-33. Under 15 minutes to go here in the second half of play. From Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Holly inside the three-point arc. Shot won't go. Fight for the loose ball. Here come the Apaches. Block underneath, but foul coming.
That's going to be 4 on Ryan Preston.
So Ryan will have to sit. Back into the ball game is Washington. And also coming on will be Stephen Edwards momentarily. Still just an 11-point deficit here. TJC still.
Well, they're still struggling from the free throw line, though.
But they are not capitalizing. If they hit half those free throws that they've missed tonight, it is a totally different ball game right now.
Oh, yes, no doubt.
Second one on the way, and it is going to find the net. So 10-point lead for Trinity Valley.
Still Tyler's hanging around, and I mean, they've had opportunities, but the Cardinals need a good offensive possession this time down, kind of reset things. They got off to a good start to start the second half.
Ended the half about as well as you could hope. There's a spin and a three.
Cardinals they've grown cold. They've grown cold.
Yeah, and that's one of those shots that almost looked like it was forced kind of thing, not really finding him in rhythm. Trying to create off of the screen. Obviously, they got to find that right combination. So a lot of in and out right now, trying to get that perfect combo to get on a hot run.
Josh Stamps and LG3 preparing to check back into the game for the Cardinals. There's the big man down low with the miss.
Could not finish, though, on the comeback, but they do control the rebound. So fresh clock, 23 still on the clock. Jump stop in the paint.
J.C. Washington's going to be called for the foul.
It is a different kind of calling in the second half here because he did go straight up. It wasn't like the first half where there was a lot of hammering. They would call that, but they were letting them play a lot early on.
And Bucky just picked up a warning for being out of the coaching box.
Shot on the way. It is.
Needs to be careful here because this game is kind of teetering on TJC really being back in, and you don't want to do anything to give them a momentum swing. Bucket knows that. I'm not saying anything that Bucket doesn't know, and he knows how far he can push the officials.
Yeah, it is interesting all throughout this conference to watch it's part of the game, gamesmanship, I would call it, of the coaching staffs on either side. They know how far they can go.
But one thing you can bet on, TJC is going to hit half its free throws.
So with a 9-point lead, Trinity Valley setting it up. Left-handed layup is good. Count the basket for number 0. Excuse me, that was Josh Stamps all the way to the glass, finishing with the left hand.
Well, the thing about Josh is that's his 4th point, and he's averaging 12.3 on the season, so he needs to get back up to his average, and the Cardinals are going to be in pretty good shape there with him, and they need to get him going, of course.
Yeah, he's only got 4 at this point with free throw here. He's an 81% free throw shooter.
Has 45 three-pointers on the season and none tonight.
Hits that one.
Cardinals with pressure defense in the backcourt.
Let's see if they can force some quick turnovers here. Handled really well by the Apaches. They didn't get the fast break opportunity that they'd hoped for, but they definitely handled the press.
I really like the big man down low. I mean, he's just a fine little player.
Keep going to him, feed him. He's been very effective tonight. Cardinals back up by 10 now after the made basket.
Ewing now with 10 points for the Apaches.
Baseline and travel on the. Wow, that's a tough one there for Washington as he picked up that pivot foot trying to free himself. A lot of good close defense there.
And now TJC with a chance to get within single digits.
Setting it up. Kick out pass. Stacy driving. Shot on the way. Got to be careful here. Down to 8.
Cardinals are going to do something to combat Ewing inside, or he will flat eat them up here in the remainder of this game because he's already had a big game so far with 12 points.
Isaac Allen's about to come back in, see if he can't be the stopper.
Of course, it doesn't help the Cardinals the fact that Ryan Preston's got 4 fouls because he's kind of the enforcer inside to some degree.
Yeah, and he's had to sit for the last 3 or 4 minutes of this ballgame.
And you notice with his absence that Ewing has become far more active down low as well.
Yeah, so going in with a mission will be Isaac Allen here. LG3 at the free throw line. Short on that attempt.
Not the greatest of free throw shooting nights in the first game or this game.
Yeah, tough night at the line for both teams in both games. Trinity Valley needing these right here, get this thing going back in their favor and trying to build some of that rhythm and momentum. He missed them both. TJC needs to really make them pay here at this point.
It ain't easy becoming number 1, and it ain't easy staying number 1.
Well said. well said. That bullseye got a little bit bigger. It's one thing to be a conference leader. It's another thing to be the number 1 team in America. And there's a soft jumper to finish.
You just read the body language of both teams. TJC's feeling pretty good right now. The Cardinals are just sagging just a little bit. You can just sense they're not up on their toes necessarily on the defensive end.
Yeah, 6-point advantage for the Cards, but definitely a little less than what they're normally looking like on the hardwood. 11 minutes to go. Tried jump stop, but that's going to be a charge. And good defense getting there, cutting them off.
Momentum's wearing black and gold right now.
Yeah, that's definitely favoring the Apaches at this point in this ball game. A 6-point lead evaporating. Coming on for Edwards, it's going to be number 11, Hiron Edwards. Also Shepard in the game for LG3. Cards with under 11 to go in this ball game really need a momentum shift, and they might have got it right there.
Tyler has outscored the Cardinals so far in this half 17-12 to claw their way back in this game.
Had a chance to make it even more so there, but threw it down the tunnel there and threw it to an empty spot on the floor. So Trinity Valley needs to take advantage of that.
You got to capitalize. You absolutely do. You see how the Cardinals are flat-footed. There's not a lot of movement out there right now.
Yeah, everybody's standing around. Get that motion going and good things are going to happen. That's when they're at their best. Holly thought about a three, but they'll set it up
Shot
again.
clock.
1 on the clock, and that shot no good. Allen with a rebound, but over the back. So he's going to be whistled.
That's going to be 10 team fouls on the Cardinals, by the way. So TJC will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Well, that's a big one there.
I mean, that's obviously, yeah.
Yeah, now you've got 3 fouls right there. Or excuse me, that's only the second.
Yeah, you're talking about the second half of this half. Now Tyler's shooting 2 free throws every time.
The rest of the way.
Every
it's going to make for a long way, and of course the way they've shot free throws, that's be kind of an advantage, but the law of averages says you don't want that if you're part of Cardinal Nation. Only 5 fouls against the Apaches. Trinity Valley more than doubled them up, and if you'll recall, that's another one there.
I'm telling you, Tyler to be leading this game, they hit 70% of their free throws.
Yeah, and that's been the difference. But if you recall, the 5 fouls that the Apaches had caught on, 3 of them happened within about a 10-second span in this half.
That's true.
Gets 1 of 2. It's a 5-point lead. Trinity Valley searching for something offensively. Here's a drive by Edwards. Holly still 15 on the shot clock. Jump stop in the paint. Shot is good. Rattled it home. Nicely done by Edwards. And out of bounds trying to run the court. They miss it underneath off the fingertips.
Got to capitalize, make that hurt.
Trinity Valley up 7 if they can kind of jump start that offense again. Move in the paint, won't go. Got a foul on the floor, and it is going to be against TJC, number 34.
Crowd trying to get back into the game just a little bit here, sensing that the Cardinals need a little bit. You hear the Cardinal cheerleaders along the baseline there on that possession. Much of the crowd is hung in here tonight.
Yeah, it's a tonight they really need them. The 3 from Holly won't go. Fight for the ball. Allen had a shot, finally picks it up. Going to also draw the foul. Hack in the face. So all of a sudden it's 10-7 on the free throw.
Well, I was going to say now the Cardinals are in the bonus, not the double bonus, but it just sets up a lot of free throws this final 9:32.
So going to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 here, it's going to be Isaac Allen. Allen shooting 76%.
So you got Josh Robinson checking back in. He averages 10.5, and he's just got 3 points right now. And Josh Stamps, who averages 12.3, has only got 5 points right now. So there's 2 players that you can just point at that need to get in the flow of the game offensively and help you out a little bit.
It's the front end of a 1-and-1.
And Stephen Edwards is averaging 6.3, and he's got 9, so he's shooting above his average right now.
Cards trying to get things rolling here. Holding on to this 7-point lead. Jump stop, good defense.
And that's going to be 3 fouls now on Isaac Allen.
Allen's now got to be careful himself. Still got a lot of action left, and we've seen it. Tyler Junior College is going to be working the paint over the next 10 minutes or so. This ballgame, 9 minutes to go.
It'd be interesting to see at what point that Bucket decides to pull the trigger and get Ryan Preston back into the game with those 4 fouls.
Yeah, we'll see. And when they do, you can expect a lot of passing down low. Just trying to get him in the wrong place at the wrong time, wrong spot on the floor.
Well, Tyler hits both free throws that time, so that's a trend changer.
It's now a 5-point game.
5-point game.
Trinity Valley leading it Good drive. Pass underneath, and the finish touched off the glass by Shamik Shepard.
That's his first points of the game.
Shepard with his first, and comes in here trying to finish. There's Robinson on the rebound, pushing that pace up the floor. Holly for three, count the basket, and a 4-point opportunity as they're going to whistle number 22, Daryl Stewart. Holly puts the ball right through. It's going to be a 4-point play.
And it's going to be the fourth foul on Stewart, and he was called on number 22.
What a play. We talked about needing that momentum shift, a boost. That could be it.
Absolutely. And we've seen Holly do that at the end of the first half, and now we'll see if this one here is what it takes to give the Cardinals the impetus they need to take advantage of it and move on and win this basketball game.
Clutch free throw or clutch moments in this ball game have been capitalized on by Brandon Holly.
He now has 10.
Here's a pressure out of the inbound after the made free throw. Ready for the trap. They do get it over the timeline. Shot won't go, but the putback is good.
Nice job of staying with it by the Apaches.
Simmons working it through all the way through. It's now a 9-point lead. Cart's going to be methodical, bringing it down the floor. 8 minutes left in this ball game. Number 1 ranked team in the country, Trinity Valley, with that tough rivalry from Tyler, TJC. Three-pointer won't go.
Well, and JC didn't use his head that time. He didn't have position at all, and he tried to go through the TJC defender to get the rebound. It's going to be called for the foul, and the problem with that is it gets back to what we talked about earlier. TJC is going to line up down here for 2 free throws with the clock stopped at 7:52.
You're cutting into the lead. The clock's not even moving.
And you're 94 feet away from the bucket.
And like you said, going into that whole thing, he was not even in position. It was probably more of a frustration. I'm going to make something happen here. Tapped it.
And that was his 4th foul. So Ryan Preston, this answers the question. Ryan Preston comes back in at the 7:52 mark with 4 fouls, so we'll see how long Ryan can play and milk it, because JC now is on the bench with his 4.
And that was a play where, you know, it's a teachable moment. Coach Bowman's going to use that with his team.
Cardinals have got to grind one out here and find a way to win this one at home.
55-47, three-pointer wide open. Count the basket for number 23, Josh Frog Robinson.
Coming through like a sophomore's got to come through down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a big moment there. Only a 6th point, but the opportune time. Good defense that time from Edwards. Hiron knocked it back court. There's a good defensive play.
You see Ryan Preston's presence inside there.
Makes all the difference. There's a fast break on the other end. Score the basket, and the Cards have it going back up 13 with 7:13 to go.
Well, the thing you like to see about this, obviously you want to see the Cardinals do well, but it shows you the number 1 team in the nation responding when they're feeling pressed a little bit at home, a little bit of tension in the game, a little bit of stress going on, and they respond, and that's the thing you like to see, I'm sure, if you're Bucket Ballman.
You mentioned the sophomore stepping up in a big way, and then, you know, you talk about that, how they all feed off of that. You know, you get the play defensively back down in the paint. Ryan Preston comes in, changes the whole flow there, and it's a fast break on the other end.
No, absolutely. And you saw Ryan Preston, just his presence there, the difference that made. Yeah. And that's why it's just so important that your players are able to play under control and stay out of foul trouble so they can be on the floor when you need them on the floor.
So with 7:13 to go, it is a 13-point lead. Trinity Valley trying to close it out here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.
Since the 10-minute mark, the Cardinals are on a 13-5 run.
Working hard on the defense right now. Long 3 on the way. Hard off the rim, fight for the loose ball. They're going to get Robinson on a reach.
Boy, and just I tell you, and TJC being in that double bonus just is going to keep bailing them out.
Yeah.
And at some point, the Apaches, you're going to just have to start making their free throws. You can't work on the halves and catch up.
Good point, because that shot by Simmons, as he misses another one, but Simmons on the three-pointer, that was a long rebound. They just get tangled up, and it ends up being free throws. Clock stops, and a chance to move the needle. They get 1 of 2.
Well, that's amazing how many times they did 1 of 2. Just 1 of 2, I should say.
Yeah, that's got to be so debilitating to watch.
Cardinals got to keep playing, keep getting good shots.
Holly off the mark that time. So 12-point lead, 6:35 to go.
Of course, the Cardinals are coming off a 58-46 win over Kilgore, in which they had to kind of grind it out to win a game.
Yeah.
Nice job of driving that time by Henson.
And you'll see that, as you mentioned a while ago, in this conference, there's going to be some battles to go.
You just have to grind it out. You're just going to have to grind. Some of them you're going to have to.
You're just going to have that. There's a jump stop left side and lost it off his hands. So with 6:07 to go.
We have immediate timeouts, Tim, so let's step away for a moment.
10-point lead.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. One of the highest rated 2-year colleges in America by the Aspen Institute and Smart Asset, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Register now for spring or visit tvcc.edu for more information.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. And everything that I do is out of loving you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court here at Cardinal Gym. Trinity Valley leading 60-50. Importance of that timeout comes, gives you a chance to just remind, refocus, and give everybody perspective moving forward.
Well, no doubt, and I'm sure Mike Marquis told his team, make your free throws, please.
That's got to be very frustrating.
I mean, it's amazing how many free throws they've missed.
And they're still in this ball game.
And Cardinals thought they had gotten a break there, but it went off of the Cardinals.
Deflected out of bounds off, I'm not sure, did Preston get a hand on that, or was that up top with Stamps? There's a big hand on that ball, swatted away, but picked up by the Apaches. Under 6 minutes to go in this one here, and as you've alluded to earlier, Apaches going to the free throw line for 2 shots in the double bonus here the rest of the way. Yeah, they've been there for some time. Three-pointer, not even close on that one.
Yeah, that was going to be a shot clock violation too, because that didn't even hit the rim.
Here's a drive to the basket, easy layup for LG3. Defender trying to draw the charge, he goes right around it.
LG had great body control there, and just like you said, just floated right around him.
Nice pass underneath, and they'll put him on the free throw line. He's gone. That is going to be number 5 on Ryan Preston.
Yeah,
that is huge.
At the 5:14 mark.
And you also got to keep in mind they're in a debilitated state right now with a lot of guys in that foul trouble.
And you notice what Bucket's doing here. He's not bringing J.C. Washington in just yet. He's going to get Isaac Allen out there and see if he can get some time out of him before he comes back probably with J.C. Washington to finish the game, which is probably a smart move because you're at 5:14. You got a 12-point lead. You have a little bit of cushion to play with here as the free throw woes for TJC just continue.
Wow, it's to a point in this ball game where
I'm almost thinking Mike Marcus takes his team back to Wagstaff Gym tonight and they shoot free throws.
Maybe so. Hey, maybe so. They may not make it back to Wagstaff. He may walk them out here under the
Kiwanis Park. He may go to Kiwanis Park.
Oh my goodness. It's got to be so frustrating for him. That is not the MO of this team. Historically, they're just really struggling at that line. Drive to the basket. Well, I thought about it. Now going to kick out.
A hand check.
And LG3 going to be going to the free throw line.
But it's just going to be a 1-and-1.
Yeah.
Cardinals still aren't in the double bonus.
So with a...
Remind everyone while we're waiting for the free throw that Saturday the Lady Cardinals will be at home against Coastal Bend at 2 p.m. We will have that game for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. The Cardinals will be in Corsicana for a 4 p.m. start against the Navarro College Bulldogs in a key conference showdown. And Tim and KCKL 95.9 FM and KCKLFM.com will have that game for you.
It's going to be a ruckus atmosphere on the road for the Cardinals. Big shot there, goes, extends that lead. LG3 with one more at the charity stripe here. Calmly sinks them both.
LG3 now with 9 points in the game.
In trouble in the backcourt. They're going to make them work here, and they will get it over that timeline. Pass is knocked away by Allen. Isaac Allen with I think he got two hands on that.
Yeah,
ball.
that's a great defensive set already for the Cardinals. No matter what happens here, you got 7 seconds on the shot clock, but for 23 seconds there, they dished out a lot of defense.
And so they will have a chance to try and set it up, the Apaches. But the Cardinals, as you mentioned, they are working hard on the other side of the stripe.
I think the Cardinals are getting close enough now to that final buzzer that they're kind of starting to sense it a little bit and want to go in for the kill.
They reset the shot clock to 30 there. So with an inbound almost stolen, they'll pick it up. Drive baseline and hanging. Could not finish though. The putback is good. Draws them within 11. The Apaches trying to claw their way back into this one. 4:15 to go. Cardinals being very patient, bringing it up the floor.
11-point game. They can be patient, but they still need to get a good look. They don't have to force up a shot at the shot clock buzzer.
Thought about a three, drive, and then block back, pick up, and put back. No good. Out of bounds off the Apaches.
Now they're going to say it's off of Isaac Allen, and so it will go to the Apaches.
That's a big one there. That gives them possession. And all you got to do is get a couple of threes. You're right back in this thing with under 4 to go. It's that point in the ball game where everybody's feeling it. You know, you've been battling all night long. See who's going to have the willpower and stamina down the stretch. Shot won't go.
Nice job by the Cardinals. And they're going to have a foul called on TJC's TJ Thomas.
So it looks like they'll send Isaac Allen to the free throw line.
And that should be the 10th team foul against the Apaches. So the Cardinals will finally be in the double bonus at the 3:30 mark, whereas TJC went into the double bonus with just over 10 minutes left in the half.
Good 6.5 minutes easily between the two.
And they didn't make the most of that
they didn't.
at all.
They didn't even come close to taking advantage of that. That's the glaring reality of this one here. First free throw at the line is good for Isaac Allen.
Now it's 3 points in the contest.
Allen out of Mesa, Arizona. Shot on the way is good. 2 for 2. Good to see step up and hit those at the line. Clutch moment.
13-point Cardinal lead. This was not quite in the bag, but it's getting pretty close.
Yeah, they're at the door of Katie Barnett putting
If you're
it away.
the Cardinals, you want to D up from around the three-point arc and just not let TJC hit the three-pointer.
Stepped on the did they say he stepped on the line? They get the timeout. They did get the timeout.
Get the full timeout called. I'm like you. I thought they were saying that he had stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Strike. Sorry.
So with full timeout here, it's a 13-point lead. Trinity Valley trying to close this thing out. You know, you stop and think about all the things that you go through in a contest of what you got to do to execute. And a lot of times if you hour and a half ago, if you would have said, hey, Cardinals are going to go put the Apaches on the line with 10 minutes to go in the ball game, I would not like the odds of that, but they were able to overcome that because just horrendous free throw shooting from the Apaches. Just not their night at the
Yeah,
stripe.
that's definitely kept TJC. I'm not going to say from winning the game. It's certainly being a lot closer than they are at this point. And we said after tonight the Cardinals go to Navarro on Saturday. Next Wednesday they'll be at home against Bossier Parish in a doubleheader with Bossier Parish. The women will play at 5:30, the men will play at 7:30, and we will have those two games for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Then the month of February rolls around, and the Cardinals open up at Paris, have Kilgore at home, at Panola, at Tyler, Navarro at home, at Bossier Parish, and then finishing up at home against Paris. So that's kind of what's ahead for the Cardinals as they try to win the conference regular season championship and finish and protect their #1 national ranking.
So here is the inbound. The Cardinals 3 minutes away from sealing this one up tonight. Allen gets a hand on it.
Isaac Allen's done a great job of coming in and playing with 4 fouls after Ryan Preston fouled out a couple of minutes ago.
Blocked it there and could not control it all out of bounds, but got a handful of ball there.
But Isaac has done a really nice job in the minutes that he's played tonight and has enabled Bucket not to have to go to J.C. Washington with 4 fouls necessarily.
Well, you got 3 on the shot clock. Just throw it in right over the lip of the rim, and they catch and score right there. Wow.
Big defensive possession here for the Apaches, I think.
Yeah, it is. They need to make something happen here. Keep the Cardinals off the board and try not to lose a lot of clock. Shot won't go. And
got a good look at it.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than that. That was one you'll take any time. The odds are good for that shot.
You got to D up around the three-point arc, I'm telling you.
11-point lead for Trinity Valley. 3 from the right wing is good. Count the basket for number 24, Eden Ewing. So he's got the inside and outside game.
8-point game. You got to D up around the arc this time of game. Cardinals are going to burn some clock, but they don't want to get into a situation where they're just chunking up a shot to beat the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a very easy pattern to fall into if you're not careful.
10 on the shot clock.
5 to go. Now they're going to run the offense. Driving to the basket. Pass underneath. Shot.
Hammer time.
1 second on the clock.
It was hammer time.
Yeah, Allen was going strong to the glass there. Isaac.
So Isaac knocked down both his free throws the last time he went to the free throw line, so he definitely needs to get both of these here, and then the Cardinals can start feeling a lot better about things.
It's free throw time here. Hits that. That's 3 in a row. He's hitting 76 on the year. See if he can pop this one.
It's be big here to get it back up to a 10-point game with 1:26 left in the game. Then the Cardinals have to come down on the defensive end, like I said, D up along the arc.
So here is the second of 2. Got them both. Which
good job by Isaac Allen, not just at the free throw line, but he's come in since Ryan Preston fouled out and really been a factor in the game.
Yeah, playing with 4 fouls too, doing it.
And stayed aggressive. That's the thing about it.
And didn't give up. Yeah, he didn't just say, I'm not going to play defense. Played good, strong defense down the stretch. Long 3 on the way. Won't go.
And there's Allen. They got a piece of that rebound. He didn't wind up coming down with it. But Josh Robinson does.
He'll clear it out, too. Here come the Cards. 2-on-1 opportunity. They'll go strong to the basket. It's up and good. Count the basket for Stephen Edwards. Edwards now with his 11th point. Under a minute to go in this one. That won't go. But the putback is going to draw a foul.
I think that's going to go against number 22, Darryl Stewart.
Stewart.
21, my bad.
Stewart going to the free throw line. Yeah, they're going to call it on.
They're going to call it on
Allen.
Isaac Allen.
Saying that's his fourth.
That's his fourth. I was thinking he had 4. Well, you don't want to put him at the free throw line, like I said, with that. Well, maybe you do.
At some point in the game, Coach Bowman said, hey, our strategy, we're going to put them on the line.
I never heard of the team ahead putting the other team on the free throw line and it being an advantage. I mean, but maybe that's what's going on here.
Hack-a-Shack is back in effect here at.
I guess so.
Boy, the odds are you put a guy on the line, a team on the line that much, it's going to burn you. But it's just been a weird night at the free throw line for the Apaches.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, really, there's no other way to say it, but it really has.
Second one is no good. Rebound taken by Robinson. He'll get it across. Nice baseball pass down the floor. Almost got the reverse jam.
Well, that'd been a way to punctuate this win.
Going up, not just the reverse, but with the defender on him.
Well, the game started with LG3 missing a dunk, and it's going to end with him missing one. Although that one there, the degree of difficulty on that one was a lot more.
I'll tell you, I dream of missing a dunk like that. Guy Onion reverse. It was well executed. Even the pass down floor from about 30 feet away. Gets the first free throw to go.
LG3 now in double digits with 10 points.
Yeah, Gilmore averaging right at 11 a game, 11.3. So if he can hit this one here, he'll be back at his average against a Apache team here tonight. That is number 11 for him. Last 35 seconds to go. Cardinals are going to get out of here with a W, you would think. Shot on the way, blocked. And the offensive foul. Or count the basket, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Mike Marcus is emptying his bench now and getting some players in the game that haven't been in to this point. So
27 seconds to go, and Cardinals are going to be holding on to a 12-point advantage, but that could change with a free throw here. Well, your thoughts about this one tonight, Benny? I mean, we always say a win is a win is a win, and when you've got a team like TJC, I mean.
Well, anytime you beat a rivalry, or beat a Tyler team, it doesn't matter the circumstances. It's a big win, and I think it just shows tonight the Cardinals found another way to win a basketball game when they weren't at their absolute best. But they played in just enough spurts, and they put them together, and it's going to equal a win. It's going to get them their 20th win of the season.
Sometimes a win like that can teach you more about yourself than the pretty wins, so to speak. So, as a fan, as a broadcaster, you like to see all the real fun ones. But an ugly win is still going to teach you a lot about yourself. So they are.
Tyler in fouling mode now, going to send the Cardinals to the free throw line here this final 25. Big Willie Harris is going to get into the game now. He came over at the semester break from the football team, 6'4" freshman out of Houston, Texas. The crowd was calling for him, and now the crowd's happy, and his football teammates, you can see them across the way. Big Willie's going to get some PT, baby.
Big Willie got on the floor in Kilgore a couple of days ago, and he was strong down on the block. Had, I think, 4 points in that ball game. They loved him. The crowd loved him then. They love him at home. So with 25 seconds left here.
Never before has the final 25 seconds of a game been so confusing when the game was decided. Can we just get some players on the floor and finish it?
Yeah, that's the thing. They were, I think one of the officials came over and said, did he foul out, talking about one of the Apaches? And they said, no. He said, get him back on the floor. So.
Hiram better make the free throw so Big Willie can get in the game. There we go.
He does get it done.
There we go.
May not get a more clutch free throw than that because he's in there going, I gotta take control of this. All the pressure, the crowd wants him in the game. So.
Big Willie's not in the game yet. He's going in for the shooter.
He's going in. So
it's hard for the big man to get in the game. It ain't easy being big.
Well, he's a football playing machine.
There we go.
He comes back on. So Dot the I for Edwards. Hiram Edwards leads with 14
points, yeah. Big Willie.
They have freed Willie. He is into the ball game now. Here's a drive down the right side over Willie. The putback is good, so under 20 to go now. LG 3. I think LG had told Big Willie, I'm going to get you the ball. Yeah. You be ready. And sure enough, he got him the ball, but he's fouled in the process.
There's a lot of smiling out there between each other. I think you're right on what was the plan there.
19.2 to go here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. First free throw rattles out. So with a little under 20 to go, this one long been since decided, but by how much? It's 12 at this point. Gonna dribble it out here. I think they are. They're just going to dribble this thing down. 12-point game. The final Cardinals are going to escape.
They're trying to keep away from Willie.
Yeah, they are. They sensed it. So the final score, 75-63. Trinity Valley victorious, holds on to that #1 ranking here in JUCO.
They absolutely do, Tim, and we'll wrap up the scoring real quick for the Cardinals. Josh Stamps had 5, Stephen Edwards had 11, Leon Gilmore III had 12, Brandon Holly had 10, J.C. Washington 7, Ryan Preston 2, Hiram Edwards 14, Shamik Shepard 2, Isaac Allen 6, and Josh Robinson 6. The Cardinals improved to 20-1 on the season, 10-0 in conference. The Apaches fall to 10-8 overall and 2-8 in the conference. The Cardinals will be in Corsicana on Saturday. It's showdown Saturday, folks, against the Navarro College Bulldogs. Game time is at 4 p.m. You can hear that game on KCKL 95.9 FM or online at kcklfm.com. Saturday at 2, the Cardinal Sports Network will webcast the Lady Cardinals versus Coastal Bend. Again, that starts at 2 o'clock, and we'll hit your computer screen about 1:45. For Tim Howard and the entire Cardinal Sports Network team, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where the Cardinals scored a 75-63 win over the Tyler Junior College Apaches.
This has been a Cardinal Broadcasting Network special presentation.